Hello, Ian O'Brien here with another live guitar learning Q&A from my completely free Facebook group, Guitar Learning Questions. So if you want your question answered in this format, all you have to do is search wherever you are on the internet, search for Guitar Learning Questions on Facebook and come and join the group. You can ask away your own question, and I'll make a video each week to answer the most popular question. There's a load of other stuff that happens in the group. It's a strong community for people learning guitar, and we're doing well. It's a good place to hang out. So swing by, have a look, and see what you think. Maybe pull up a chair, blah blah blah. You might want to hang around in there for a little bit and find that what's happening, the motivation, encouragement, having your questions answered helps you with your guitar playing. Okay, so the question for today that I'm going to answer is, how do I stop my fingertips getting sore when I'm first learning guitar? And this is a really common one. Everyone, I think, who's ever picked up a guitar has experienced a little bit of this. And what it is that when you first start playing a guitar, your fingertips are soft and unprotected. So when you actually try to play the guitar, it hurts them. And what we want to do over time is toughen them up and build calluses, but it's a bit of a twofold issue with building calluses, because if you play loads in the beginning, you can sort of damage your fingertips a bit and wreck them, and they not anything long lasting, but you'll make them hurt so much that you don't want to play anymore, which means they won't get hard, and you get in a kind of cycle, and they'll always be a bit sore. So what we can do is three different things. Here's my 3 tips. Okay, just the big wins, no faffing around. It's the highest leverage stuff, which is what I always teach. Okay, number 1 to reduce the soreness of your fingertips, okay, is my trusty friend, the Capo. Now, I would recommend to grab a Capo for this one. Whatever you're trying to play on guitar, if you're doing your first chords, or if you're playing some riffs and that kind of stuff, a capo is really, really useful. Even if you're playing a song that uses the regular open chords, which is a good place to start with open chords. Of course, if you've seen my stuff, I recommend Django chords to begin with, which is a set of chords I've specifically chosen for beginners to get changing them quickly. But enough of that later. The capo. So the idea with the capo is, of course, to change the key of songs, blah, blah, blah. But a byproduct of that is actually when you put the capo onto a fret, anywhere there, even the first fret, okay, that's fine, it actually lowers what we call the action, which is the height of the strings, okay? And having strings that are closer to the fretboard is going to be easier on your fingertips. So from the very beginning, I recommend grabbing your capo, putting it on fret 1 or fret 2, okay, to have the strings closer to the fretboard to alleviate a little bit of the soreness of your fingertips. Okay, there's tip 1, grab a capo and go for it. It basically just moves the nut up the guitar neck. So if you were playing an open G chord down there on the G, you're now going to be, if you've got the capo on fret 2, you're going to be playing it 2 frets higher. Okay, and it's the same shape, works exactly the same way for all those chords, open chords, Django chords, whatever you're doing, okay? The capo, that's my first tip. Second tip for sore fingers is to go about your guitar practice in such a way that allows the calluses to best form. Now, it's kind of like a stimulus and response. It's like, I don't know, going to the gym, lifting something really heavy, it kind of tears your muscles and stuff, and then it's actually when you have a break that your muscles repair and I don't know, maybe they get bigger, that kind of thing. It's the healing of them which is important. So with the guitar, you play for a bit, okay? Your guitar sort of encourages or stimulates the growth of the calluses on your fingers to protect themselves, and then when you stop playing, that's when the calluses form. So the thing to do is play until your fingertips get a little bit sore. Just go for short bursts, 10, 15 minutes a day from the very beginning, okay? If you have more time to play guitar, brilliant. Space it out. Do a session in the morning, do a session in the evening, even 3 sessions a day. Space them all out so that you put the stimulus into your fingers to form the calluses. Then once your fingers start getting a bit sore, you let go, you stop playing, you let them toughen up and respond to that, step up to the challenge kind of thing, your fingertips, and then you go back to playing once they're getting a little bit tougher. If you go through that pain and you try to play, you can your fingertips aren't going to form calluses, and you're going to have soreness to deal with. So Do a little bit, pause, okay, let them heal, okay, give it a few hours, go again, okay, little bursts every day is absolutely the way to do this stuff, okay, so that's tip 2. Tip 3, okay, is about pressure. In the beginning, a lot of people feel like if they're not got strings ringing clearly in their chords, that what they need to do is grip the guitar neck harder. Now, I'm here to tell you that's never usually the problem, okay? The problem is being in the optimum position, being right close to the fret wires, okay, where you don't have to use quite as much pressure. So try to get all of your fingers close to those fret wires, whatever chord you're doing, and you'll be able to use a lighter, more nimble touch, okay? Think of it that you're just pushing with your fingers. You're not actually gripping with your whole hand, okay? You're pushing with your fingers, and it's a light, kind of delicate maneuver, and then you release, and then you grab another one, okay? The lighter the touch, the easier and faster you're going to be able to change chords. So it's a kind of, you know, a win-win kind of thing. So that will also alleviate the soreness, and it'll allow those calluses to grow. So there we go, 3 tips. Number 1, use a capo, even if it's just on the first fret or the second. It brings the strings closer to the fretboard, which means you'll, you know, need less strength and you'll have less distance to push the strings down. Tip number 2, okay, is to practice in short bursts, 10-15 minutes. When your fingers are sore, stop playing, let the calluses begin to form, return later, play again, stop, return later, okay? Don't slog through the pain barrier or anything like that. I say pain barrier like it's really bad. It's not a real serious pain, it's just a little bit sore, okay, at worst. And if you do these 3 tips, it should alleviate it pretty much, okay? 3rd tip, don't overgrip your guitar. You need to be in the optimum position. You don't usually need to grip tighter, okay? So go right next to the wires and make sure your thumb is behind your fingers so that you have something to pinch against, okay? So rather than be pulling your fingers hard into those wires, actually have your thumb on the back to grip against. It's like a Lego man's hand, hello. You're pushing against your thumb directly rather than having it laying down or anything like that, okay? You have it behind you. So that's going to alleviate a little bit of the soreness and allow the calluses to form and get you moving much quicker. When your fingers are stronger and you've got calluses on your fingertips, you can get rid of the capo and just use it when you need to use it. It's okay to learn songs and play with the capo a little bit, play with the key a little bit higher just to alleviate the soreness of your fingertips. Anyway, so I've been Ian O'Brien. This is Guitar Learning Questions. If you like this video and you got anything out of it at all, I run an awesome Facebook group called Guitar Learning Questions. It's totally free. It's a lovely community full of lovely people learning guitar. Ask to come inside and ask away at your heart's desire, anything you want to know about learning guitar. It's not just me, it's a whole community of us, and we'll help you out. Okay, so I've been Ian O'Brien. Thanks a lot. Keep playing and see you around.